Hi and welcome everyone. This is the Hobo Prepper and I am Friar Tuck. So this is the third video that I'm doing today. I wanted to make sure and get these done before I get on the road because of the signal is not really that great out here. So what I'm going to be showing you is some footage, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the end of the Alabama Roadwalk and what it was like for me, because I really pushed myself for a couple of days. Now, if you watch my live stream yesterday, then my first live stream from the Pinhoti Trail, you'll kind of get to hear some of the same thing. But I wanted to show you guys some footage and show you guys a little bit of what I got to see along the way. Now, just a couple of things. Now, normally I really wanted to just do the whole trail, but there was a point where I'm like, no, I'm not going to go do this offshoot trail, which is called the Coosa Trail. I just decided to take 29 all the way up to the turnoff for Flag Mountain. And just go up there. I really wanted to shower. Now, I did the Alabama Road Walk with 10 days worth of walking and 1 0 day, which was at the very beginning, after about 3 or 4 days worth of walking. So I did it for 9 days straight. I was doing about 20 plus miles a day. There was a day where I did 12. And another day where I did like 17 or 18 miles, but on average every day I did about 20 miles. So if you are looking to do the trail and you want to know how quickly you can get it done, I mean, if you really push yourself and you can do 25 miles a day, you can get it done in like 8-9 days. But I would really recommend making sure that you stop off at the churches. There's no point in stealth camping. Stealth camping doesn't really... it doesn't really, there's no reason to do it. I mean, the cool thing about Alabama is that, like Mississippi, the churches are able to fulfill their role to help the weary traveler, and to help out and be a contributing member of the community. So that is one thing that I really like about Alabama. And if I ever go through Mississippi, that'll probably be something I like about Mississippi. The churches are very open and receptive. Even if you're not a Christian, they're not going to really judge you or, forcefully browbeat you. But they will ask, like maybe to have a prayer with you, or they may make sure that you are saved or things like that. And, there are some really cool people that I have met along the way. Now that I've finished the Alabama Road Walk, on some sense, I've kind of got to miss it because except for the first couple of days getting up to Andalusia, so between Andalusia and Montgomery, it was a breeze. But now that, once I passed Montgomery, the first day after Montgomery, sleeping under that bridge wasn't fun, but, there was another church that I could stay at. And then if I would have known on the map that there was even another church really close to Flag Mountain, I would have probably taken that extra day, to do it, just because of how far I ran myself, that last day getting up to Friendship Church just outside of Titus. But the road walk was actually pretty fun. In hindsight, I mean, now that it's done, I can look back at it with positive memory. Time has a way of dissolving the misery. But I would say the worst parts of this whole trip so far as the Alabama road walk, was the rain on the first day. I did not like getting drenched. I did not like losing a day. That's one. But, I met some cool people there, and I think I made a lifelong friend. So I'm really happy about that. The other thing is the other part I didn't like is once you get to that last 10 miles, to get up to Flag Mountain, it is like straight uphill. I mean, it's rolling hills, and they're not really steep. They're kind of very easy to do. But getting up to Flag Mountain, it's like you do 1,000-foot climb over 10 miles, and it's not, it's a lot harder than before. Plus, there are a lot of blind corners, just because of how it does switchbacks going up the mountain, but Once you get to the turnoff on Triple C Road, CCC Camp Road, if you have a car, you're gonna have whiplash. If you, I ended up overshooting it because I was just tired. I wasn't paying attention. Some guys gave me a ride up there, and even in the car, man, it was bad. I would have rather walked it because at least I would have been able to avoid all of those potholes and everything else like that. The other side of the mountain going down, like if you want to get from the Pinhoti, get picked up by the Pinhoti Outdoor Center. Now that is much nicer. Apparently the governor was up at Flag Mountain a few days ago, and they took him up the front side, not the back side. And they tried to close off the backside because of how bad the roads are. So I will tell you that you're probably not going to see any, if at all, traffic going up the Flag Mountain, but going down you will see some. And I did see the game warden; he passed by me. But overall, guys, if you want to help out the channel, I'm just a few subscribers away from my 1,000, so that I can get monetized. And otherwise, if you want to help fund my trip, you can leave a tip in the tip jar, or you can go through my affiliate links and things like that. So with that being said, if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the comments section. Otherwise, enjoy the footage, and I will see you from the Pinhoti in my next video. Okay, so on the map from a house on my back, this is the rest area, which is just a little over 20 miles outside of Snowden Baptist Church. Now, I was told that this thing has been closed. As you see, you can still walk around and get into it. And it's been closed for some time. So if you do go and choose this route, you are going to have to do some sort of stealth camping. Look at that. Key West Inn. I wonder who they're trying to cater to. Looks pretty nice though. So 85 million years ago, a star fell and hit Wetumpka before it was Wetumpka, and so now they have an attraction for the impact crater. A couple of miles outside of Wetumpka is this park. This would be a great place to do some camping if you need to stay somewhere along the trail. So it's an idea. The last city before you hit the Pinhoti Trail, Titus, Alabama. Once you pass the Dollar General, which is your last resupply point on the map, you have 4.5 miles to the next church. So today, because there was a couple of days where I did 19 and 18, a day for 17, I'm making that up here by walking an extra almost 6 miles on top of what I was going to do today. So my total for today is 24 miles. So when you leave the bridge, then it's 24 miles to the Friendship Church. I had to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. This is the first yellow blaze I have seen since I left Montgomery. Look at that. Look at how close I'm cutting this. Look at where the sun is on the horizon. I mean, I've got about another 12 minutes until I get there. And I mean, this is pretty. This is definitely worth getting off of 231 instead of taking a shortcut. Look at this. The cows just stare at you everywhere you go. And that is the hardest hour and a half I ever walked to get 4.5 miles. But this is Friendship Church. Man, it is cold this morning. It was supposed to be in the 50s, but I've moved so far north, it's in the 40s. Man, I wanted to sleep in because my feet were so sore last night that it was hard for me to go to sleep. I mean, they feel good now, but man, 25 miles to go 25 miles to go. Man, I am so looking forward to getting to the end of this damn trail. It has been something else, but I feel like I'm accomplishing something, which this is good for me. So, and thank you for the help that you guys have been giving me along the way, and thank you for being my subscribers. Okay, so the next to last stop for churches is Friendship Church. Now, if you see this bench over here at the corner of the graveyard, and then there's like a little trail in there, that's where you want to sleep. Because, yeah, there is no real place to sleep. You know, not with a hammock at least. And then also, so if you watched, what's his name? So if you watched the Church of the Masochists, who talks about or shows the picture of the standalone church that is pretty much abandoned, that is the Friendship Church just outside of Titus. So, you know, it'd be nice if we knew where it was. Now you do. If you are doing the Alabama Roadwalk, you have some semblance. But yeah, this is an abandoned church. There is no power. There is no water. So I'm hoping that the next church I can get some power and water. Otherwise, it looks like I will be doing filtering. So that you guys can understand what I'm talking about, an infection. This right here, I have been draining it sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, cleaning it as best as I possibly can. And still, well, it finally started getting better, but I can't keep the band-aids on because of where it's at on my knee either. Okay, so I am going a little bit off of trail because it's going to take me about 5 miles off of this road. But you see this right here, Kuza 29. If you just take that straight from Titus, as soon as you come, so this is Kelly's Corner Store. He is an 85-year-old man. He's sick, and yeah, he's the store's probably not going to reopen, but it would have been a nice resupply point. And then, of course, you see this Pittman Robertson project. Okay, 7 miles, shooting range, 5.5 miles. Sardis Baptist Church. So if you want to stay one more place before you get there, 1 mile. And then look at that, Flag Mountain. Look at that. I've got some time here. I think I got 10 miles or less until I actually get to the trail terminus. I am excited. This is the bunkhouse. It is, and you also have laundry over there, the bathroom, and the kitchen. So this is the indoor setting there. That's the office that belongs to them. But, you know, for a hostel, this is not too bad. You know, normally you have like 6 or 7 rooms with, you know, this many bunk beds in there. And they provide you with linen and pillows and everything else like that. I took a nap earlier today. I was tired. Man, I got some deep sleep. Yeah.